Welcome back to another reaction video, and this one is very exciting because it took place on a rare long weekend live stream. I'm including more and more of those. I normally stream on Twitch every Friday at 1 p.m. Arizona time, and there are going to be more weekend streams added. So join the Discord. There'll be a link for that in the description below. But on to today's reaction, and it is from the lovely, the powerful, and the very popular Tarja Turunen. This one is called Victim of Ritual, and it happens to be live at Woodstock, which makes me very excited. So let's see what you got. God damn. Okay, first off, I've got to say, the rap on this stage and the lighting is absolutely phenomenal. I'm such a big fan of when festivals make the stage part of the show and it's not just left up to some of the mechanics of inside that gap that you watch the band on. I think that's very cool. Crowd is why I've been loving it. I'm going to give you a controversial hot take. You ready? Good. Here we go. As much as I like what she did in Nightwish, I think she's better as a solo artist, for me. Again, no discredits to what she did in Nightwish. If you know this channel, and even if you don't, there's a playlist and there's tons of reactions where I'm celebrating her contribution and everything else. But I can say definitively that as a solo artist, I've grown to love her more and more and more. And I think it's because of that creative freedom. And she changed a lot about the music that's supporting her vocal, but her vocal remains largely similar, that operatic, cool, eerie essence, but has slightly more of a pop edge to it. And I'm a massive, massive fan. I have a lot of respect for her, and I'm loving this. I'm going to stop here and then I'm going to enjoy the rest as I am bopping along to this one. Incredible showwoman. Just a wonderful presence on stage, commands the crowd, has a lot of respect, has a lot of history and legacy within music, so that's part of it. But I love small little things where you can hear, like, there's an arpeggio kind of piece, but then there's a staccato bit where it's this kind of cut up stop start bit, but it's drifted very far apart. So it almost feels like it's not that. Like, it feels like it's just this rhythmic piece where she's singing along to the music as it's accented, but then there's parts where it drifted away and it was just her vocal doing that. And something as small as maintaining that constant rhythm is very difficult, especially when you're on stage and you have a lot of the sound feedback from your monitors. You have what's maybe in your in-ears, you've got the band behind you, and a lot of things happening in the wings that you can often hear that the crowd can't. And then you've got the crowd. Now, if you don't believe me, listen to any crowd try and clap along with a song and see how disastrously quick that goes wrong. So, big fan of that. I'm going to enjoy the rest of it. It is a longer one. Let's vibe. Man, what a vibe. What a absolute vibe. Big fan of that. Let's talk about it real quick. I see that someone says that the Poland Woodstock, someone being in the Twitch stream over here, remember to join us as soon as you can. On the Discord, you'll find out about all the live streams that we have. You put your request in, we spin the wheel. It's a good old time. Now, typical of me to speak about how badly crowds clap and then they go and crush it and nail it. So that's on me, shout out Poland. Apparently the Woodstock, the Polish Woodstock Festival changed its name to Poland Rock because somebody else owned the rights. Not surprised. But awesome show, awesome sound, awesome setup. And I quite like when there's a longer bridge, especially within live stuff, especially when they extend it. That gives purpose to a long song. It gives meaning versus repetition. And I think that's often missed. So appreciate that. Liked it a lot. Send more of her and anything she does. Catch you the next one. Peace.